Yeah, folks, you're very welcome along here this Saturday afternoon to the hurling grounds here in Dungannon, to Park Unra, and I was delighted to be here, and delighted also to welcome both sets of players and management teams to this Grade 1 final. And I have to say, we've got Daniel Grimes here with us. Daniel, I know you got the mask on, which is good to see, the social distance and all the rest of it, but would it be fair coming into this match that there's a certain amount of pressure on you guys in terms of being favourites?
Well, I don't think so, no. Look, there's pressure on you in any final. Do you know, we put pressure on ourselves. We expect to be able to go and win these. So no different than any other final we've been in the last few years.
When you look at the two teams, the two clubs have built up a great rivalry over the last number of years between yourselves. I remember being in English last year for one of the games of the season, and according to Park Don, they were in for one of the games of the season here this afternoon.
Two very evenly matched teams, yeah. Look, we've great respect for the opposition. They've beaten us and we've beaten them. It's nip and tuck. It's going to be a good game as far as I can see. Yeah. And
it's a busy time for the club with because between the minors and the 16s, it just seems to be, and the reserves, of course, as well. It just seems to be an unending list of finals to compete in.
Look, you know, the period that we've been off, to be able to play these is just a privilege. You know, we're just so delighted to be here, to be playing the games. I know they're compressed, but we're just delighted that the county board have stayed their commitment to do this. And look, the boys would have been devastated, to be honest. Look, what happens over the next few weeks, we don't know, but to be given this opportunity we're delighted. Yeah.
That's one of the things, funny, talking to Martin Sudden, he did mention that right back at the start that the whole idea was to complete the 2020 series first before we decided to progress with the new season. And that, to his credit and the credit of the CCC.
Absolutely, to their eternal credit, because look, you know, anything could have happened. We never knew, but they did hold firm with that commitment, and then look, we're here today, and they deserve an enormous credit from my point of view.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, a final's there to be won. I mean, you are coming in slight favourites, I suppose, but what you're looking for, I suppose, you want things to fall into place, so to speak.
Look, we feel like we're well enough prepared in the couple of weeks that we've been able to get out. What we want is a performance. After that, the result will take care of itself. If it goes our way and we play well, what more can you ask from a youth team?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, Daniel, thanks very much for talking to us. Best wishes today, and hopefully, whichever way it goes, it's an enjoyable match.
Thanks, Noel.
No, thank you. This Daniel Grimes, of course, is the manager of the Donaghmore side, and I was just talking to the guys earlier. A huge panel that they have, brilliant group of footballers, players have been around and around. And Connor's about to join us now. Connor Forbes, Ardboe. Connor, good to see you. You're very, very welcome. The best, and yourself. And no sign of any nerves this afternoon?
No nerves at all. It's just probably come at us just very quick. No, obviously the whole lockdown last year. Probably thought this match had been played 7-8 months ago. But sure, COVID-19 came in at the country. It's a pandemic all over the world, and there's nobody controlling it at that stage. But look, it's good to be out today again. Lads been in there the last 2 weeks. We've got a challenge game at the start of the week there. And we're ready for today now. So big challenge against Donaghmore. Big rivals. We've played them in a lot of big games, and I'm sure it'll be an odd tussle today again.
I mean, there's no point. Just thinking back to last year in English too, the quality game that was a great match, one that'll live long in the memory. And I suppose it's typical of the good rivalry that's built up between the two clubs and the two teams. And there's no doubt about it. I mean, if anything close to that was replicated today, we'd be in for a real treat.
Well, that's it. Yeah, definitely. If you have to go out and play, it's a championship final more or less. It is a league final. You have to give it everything you have, Noel. And yeah, it's winner take all. It's big players with big occasions, and Donaghmore are some great players, and so are we. So we'll see who has the most on the day and who can come out on top.
Just when you mentioned that, I'm thinking back to what you said about the COVID-19 situation. I mean, the time from it was announced the return to games, so wasn't that long, so there wasn't a great deal of time to actually prepare. I mean, I know guys do their individual work and all the rest, Connor, but I mean, to get the boys together to really focus on a final when you have such short notice and no preparation in terms of competitive action.
Yeah, it's been very tough, to be honest. You know, obviously we give the lads drills over the winter time there, strength conditioning, agility, and a few bits and pieces. But as you know, the pitch has been closed. It's been very awkward, and to be honest, they're still young lads and they're still learning. And to be honest, you need them all together there, and you need leaders there, managers and captains and all together. And things have improved these last 2 weeks. Our handling probably, when we come back out, it was a wee bit rusty, but look, it's coming bit by bit. But as I say, it's good to get back out again here in Dungannon, and a nice summer's day after the way. I've been very poor this morning, and get back out again. You could be doing worse things on a Saturday afternoon, no?
Connor, indeed. Well, listen, hopefully we'll be chatting at the end of it, but whatever way it works out, hope it's an enjoyable game. Best wishes, and we'll chat to you.
Thanks very much. Cheers, Noel.
Connor, there you have it, folks. Management, both teams all set, ready to go, both hoping for a good game, both hopefully confident in what they have in terms of players, and was no mention of injuries, and as usual we have our good friend John McChrystal with us. John, good to have you with us. Have you recovered from last night?
Well, as I said, Noel, we were going more hope than optimism, and unfortunately the goals come at the wrong time for us. But again, it was a learning experience from our younger lads, and we'll definitely learn from it. It's great to be playing Grade 1 football and competing in semi-finals. So from that, but fair play to Kappa. Kappa, the better team, and are worthy finalists, and we wish them all the best.
Yeah, and of course the winners beat Kappa last night. An entertaining game, some great quality football, some great quality scores. We're looking for something similar out here this afternoon. I see John Kerlin just heading off to get the two captains, and Fergal Ward is there, match referee, and his officials all there as well, and delighted of course for bringing this game thanks to Metro CCTV and John Coyle for the wonderful work that he continues to do for us. And there's no doubt about it that the man deserves great credit. We've managed to bring you quite a few games over the years, and a lot of that is down to John and his staff, the boys out here as well, who have done a tremendous job. John, you of course work with some of these guys, and you know the lengths that they go to. I was going to say to avoid work, but to contribute to the GAA calendar.
That was how much did that cost you, John Coyle? That was incredible. There's no need for a marketing campaign. Conor McKenna would need to be under severe pressure. There could be a new seat.
Of course, Conor McKenna, county man. I think somebody tells me he's a horse run of the day, John. Is there any truth in that? He has indeed. He's a horse run of the day. You're aware of that one?
Well, I think the money should all be on at this stage. So we're quietly confident in a good run in the 135 of no speed limits.
Anyway, folks, the team captains have just joined the referee in the middle, and both teams about to get ready and about to get underway. And John, again, like last night, remember when we talked and we looked at the game, we thought the possibility, the fact that ring rustiness might play a part. And can you see that also been a factor today?
I was pleasantly surprised last night how quickly the lads adapted to the speed of the game, and going on from that, these teams are going to be even better seasons. You would expect that these two teams have been the kingpins at under 14 level and have carried on their domination to under 16. This is both teams brings the best out of each other, which is always going to be great, and it's going to be great for the neutral out there watching this game, because they know each other inside out from development squads and obviously from the different finals they've competed against each other. So this is going to be a titanic tussle. Ardboe, would look back in under 14 days, and they would have been parred by Michael Forbes, who's gone and signed professional terms with West Ham, and they have worked very hard to. You're not going to replace somebody like Michael Forbes because he was an immense talent, but they've worked very hard, and they're now worthy finalists against the Donaghmore team, who have been working already in the championship final. Got a wee bit of success, and there's very little between these two teams.
There is indeed. Well, listen, just before we mention it or go through the teams, a special word of thanks to Donaghmore for the facilities this afternoon and the work that they put in to make sure that we're able to broadcast, and delighted, and thanks to them, and of course for the coffee. Really, Ryan, great coffee there. Good start. John, you're going to run through the teams, are you?
Yeah, I'll run through
start with Ardboe.
I will start with Ardboe. In goals is Conal Quinn. Colin Morgan's wearing 2, and the captain is Sean O'Hare. At full back, Conor Devlin is at 4, and at 5, Fintan O'Neill. Conan Devlin is a 6, and Owen Canavan's wears 7. Sean O'Hare's brother Shay is midfield along with AJ McCann, and at 10 is Nisha Quinn. Daniel Quinn wears 11, and Jack Martin 12. Keelan Quinn's 13, Cormac Devlin 14, and in the corner Aaron Quinn. Donaghmore team, Conan McGarvey is goals, Johnny Field 2, Ben Hughes full back, and Joey Clark's in the corner. Jack O'Callaghan is 5, Kieran Donnelly 6, and Conor O'Neill 7. Lorna Parker is PG O'Neill and Thomas McGuigan. We'll just pause for a round of 8. An excellent rendition of Around the Vein. We'll continue with the Donaghmore team in the half forward line. We have Cormac Drain at 10. Centre forward is Ronan Cassidy. And number 12 is Ronan Malloy. Corner forward, Noah Grimes. Full forward, Ronan Donnelly. And in the corner, Ryan McAshea.
There we have it, and as I say, slightly unusual, John, again, that we're getting used to this idea of no spectators, but no doubt about it that online there'll be plenty, and a very warm welcome to all those who are followed online. Delighted to have them with us, and also great to see the pitch in such fine shape, even though not a great deal of growth, but it's in good shape.
And then again, we have to realise it's a hurling field, so the grass is going to be cut that wee bit shorter, so it's definitely going to be a hard surface with a new pitch, and there's going to be, even allowing for that rain there was overnight and earlier this morning, there's going to be a pretty strong bounce in this pitch as well.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And linesman John Kerlin just in front of us, referee Fergal Ward, they're having a quick chat with our photographer Benny Hurl, and I see Mark O'Neill down the far side as well. So well equipped with officials and ready to go, and looking as we are down to our left, I do believe that the Donaghmore goalkeeper Conan McGarvey is headed towards the nets to pick up his gear and head to the top goal. So it looks like Donaghmore will be playing one assist in the first half, John.
Indeed. I'm just waiting to see our Ardboe laying out as selected because if number 17 Dara Devlin doesn't start, he would be a major blow. Dara normally plays full back and would be very, very capable. And there was a injury concern about him, and he's listed as 17, and I don't think Dara has made it, which would be a big blow for the Ardboe men.
Well, look to see teams are on the pitch, lined out and ready to go. Referee Fergal Ward is ready to start, waiting on the whistle, and we're looking forward to a very, very entertaining game, this Grade 1 Under 16 League final, and we're delighted, of course, to have the support of Eddie Quinn Contracts to help bring the coverage this afternoon. Ball won in the midfield by the Ardboe men. Ball breaks kindly, however, into the hands of PG O'Neill, and a chance to set up an attack for Donaghmore. Nice ball, nice one, well won indeed. And O'Neill continues to support and run, picks the ball up, pops it out across to Ryan McAshea. Chance maybe for a shot. A steady up for the pass. Ronan Malloy in possession. Lovely pass inside again, picked up by the full forward. The full forward, of course, being Ronan Donnelly. Referee not happy with the challenge, and the first free of the afternoon is awarded to Donaghmore. And Donaghmore attacking with purpose, John.
Again, very patient. Ronan Donnelly used his physical size, and as soon as he got it, he went direct. He's asking the question immediately. The full back, do you foul me or let me go? And in this instance, he fouled him, and he's give Donaghmore a great opportunity to get in the scoreboard early days.
And I have to say, he's a big unit. He's a big guy for under 16, big tall fella, rangy and athletic. And that you say, John, had he been let go there, God knows it could have been the chance of a goal created. But the first score coming up, it is indeed that one converted by the wing half forward,
which is
the wing forward, Cormac Drain. So 1 minute 15 seconds on the clock, and first score of the game, converted free from Cormac Drain, and that is the perfect start for Donaghmore, and they lead 1 point to no score. Ball in the middle of the field. Ardboe have it in possession. Play the ball forward. Look to see where the run, and the run has been made, and a lovely catch indeed, the mark, but he decides to play on. Indeed, one out now to Cormac Devlin. Ball blocked again. Ardboe in possession. Going down that right hand side, and in possession is Aaron Quinn. He's gone to ground, but he manages to work the ball out and back. And a chance here for Donaghmore to win possession this time.
We have a change in the Ardboe team. I see
one change in the Ardboe team.
Owen McMurray's in the team wearing 18.
And attempted shot, but it's been picked up by the Donaghmore defence. Ball played forward into Cormac Drain. Drain wins it. Plays the ball across into the hands of the cornerback Joey Clark. So it's nice for a defender to get a first touch of the ball, but the quality of the pass wasn't what was to be expected. And Fintan O'Neill comes out, picks it up, and sets Ardboe off again. Ball been played across. Owen Canavan to O'Neill again. O'Neill in possession. So Ardboe just retaining the ball, taking the sting out of the Donaghmore men by retaining possession, keeping the ball off them, playing the ball forward. The ball's played inside, and it's won this time by the full forward. The full forward, Cormac Devlin, does well, gets away, creates the scoring chance, takes the shot with the right foot, it sails in, sails high, and sails over the bar, is it? You have to see the umpires were a bit hesitant there, but the point has been given. And 3 minutes on the clock. John.
Great score from Cormac, son of Gavin Davlin. So Gavin will be down watching the game in Louth and will be delighted the way Cormac has started. With a chance here, stood away. A goalkeeper slipped with a kick out.
Very good recovery defensive wise from Donaghmore there. The cornerback was very, very quick. Johnny Field, very, very quick. And not only that, but he managed to pop the ball in, offload with a free kick. And Donaghmore once more in possession. Ball played in. Possession lost, turned over, and Ardboe. Again, be interesting to see just the number of turnovers. John's going to keep an eye on them today because he's doing the camera work, obviously. Good pressure coming from the Donaghmore men, but the referee judged that one to be illegal pressure, John, and a free to Ardboe. They'll be happy enough for the start.
They will be happy. Straight away, Donaghmore are well aware of the threat that Cormac Davlin poses, and as county colleague Kieran Donnelly has dropped back from centre half back to pick him up immediately in full back. Nothing new for Kieran. Kieran obviously has played in the full back line and would know about the dangers of Cormac once he gets a run at him.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. A very, very good footballer, and a guy who knows where the posts are, as we saw with that first attempt at the shot. And the point taken, ball down the left, or the right, beg your pardon, Ronan Donnelly in possession. Plays the ball across to Tyrone. Lovely ball floated across. He's coming. Great goalkeeping, absolutely super goalkeeping. Very confident and competent play. And unfortunately, both players picked up a bit of a knock there. Just looking, I think it's the midfielder, Thomas McGuigan for Donaghmore. A very Ardboe name, by the way, playing for Donaghmore in the middle of the field. And
indeed.
The goalkeeper, Conal Quinn, but both are back on their feet.
Colin Quinn was very confident on that high ball because he obviously had to keep an eye on the in-rushing midfielder and was very confident on the high ball because obviously with the rain and whatnot there's bound to be a wee bit slippy and whatnot, and he was very confident and composed.
He did well. Not just won the ball, but he won the free also. And a chance now again. It's not rushing. It's taking the time. It's eating up the clock, so to speak. Confident kicking again. Ball across to Fintan O'Neill. He's right in the corner, but he does well. Carries the ball out. He avoids 2 challenges. He took a lot of steps that time. The referee let it go, and blowing him for over carrying eventually. And I think he can have no complaints there, John.
No, I think Fergal should have blew it slightly early, but there was definitely over carrying.
Great pass inside, but once again, the goalkeeper reads it and reads it well. Colin Quinn. Is there a clash of jerseys there, John? As you saw it last night with the goalkeeper?
Again, ideally you'd prefer him to be wearing something slightly different.
Donaghmore putting the pressure on, and the referee not happy with that challenge. And free kick awarded to Ardboe. Taken quickly, popped out into the hands of AJ McCann. McCann gives but doesn't go, and instead Ardboe now have to build again. High challenge that time, no question there. Definitely a free. Foul on the corner by Conal Morgan, and Fergal's having a quick word. But he's
no, we're coming this back. Fergal's pulled this back. I think.
Yellow card. Yep. Yellow card. That's the second tackle, second high one, and that's what Fergal's pointing out. That he let him away with the first one, but the second one. So number 9, Thomas McGuigan, has picked up a yellow card, first yellow card of the game.
Very early, Noel, and play to be picking up, so Thomas is going to have to be careful. It's going to put him in the back foot probably when it comes to the tackling.
Absolutely. The ball is run all the way through. There's a chance here for Ardboe. As the wing half forward coming, takes a shot, and he just seemed to lose his foot in there, John.
Yeah, that's Jack Martin. That's very unusual for Jack. Jack has improved no end, and he's going to be a fantastic player. He's a brother of Kyle Coney's, so he's going to be he's already a fantastic talent, and the amount of improvement he's made in the last couple of years, he's going to be a real handful. That's unlikely. He just lost a foot at a crucial time.
Crucial time indeed, and
on the other end here, we've seen Ronan Donnelly making a break again, going very direct, and from an Ardboe point of view, they have to stop him, and that's what they've just done. He's been upended. Fergal Ward's ticking the Ardboe defender, and it gives the Donaghmore team a chance to go back in front.
We'll just watch the free kick here now. I think it's Drain again that's hitting this one, is it?
Yeah.
Cormac Drain, left-footed, strikes it well, strikes it high. It's sailing towards the post and over the bar. And Cormac Drain makes it 2 points to 1. And
very confident strike from
absolutely,
Cormac Drain.
Absolutely. And in terms of time, John,
we've just played 7 minutes at this stage now.
7 minutes on the clock. And there we have it. Ardboe not 1, and Donaghmore not 2. So 1 point between them. Free kick to Ardboe, taken quickly by the midfielder, Shea O'Hare. And plays lovely ball forward. There's a chance here now for a goal possibly as Daniel Quinn Keeper's come off his line. Oh, it seemed to... No, it is in the net. It come off the keeper, went high. I think it come off one of the defenders, John.
There was a great block from two Donaghmore defenders coming from Daniels, and nice a shot, and the ball possibly even may have come off the upright, and Daniel was the quickest to react and volleyed it in.
And he was indeed, Daniel Quinn, with a score, and that changes the complexion of the game somewhat. And Ardboe now lead. Excellent bit of play.
Huge kick. Ronan Donnelly
driving through. Offloads the ball. Knocks it high and knocks it over the bar. And Ardboe's lead reduced, but that goal is a very, very important score in the context of the game. Ardboe, in terms of time,
we've played almost 9 minutes, and that's just what they would have needed. The keeper has hit the kick, and this has went into the danger zone.
And a goal. Centre half forward.
Ronan
Cassidy, beg your pardon. Ronan Cassidy, some response.
Colin Quinn just mishit it. Ball was quickly transferred. And once Ronan Cassidy gets in the end, he generally finishes the net, and that's what he's done. It was a great finish, and it's just what Donaghmore would ask. Jack Martin has picked the kick up here. Didn't take the mark. He's playing on. We're playing an advantage here.
So 1-1 plays 1-3. And I tell you, the boys were right when they said expect an exciting game. That's exactly what we're having and what we're getting. And Ardboe in possession. Ball has gone to ground. Looked as if they pushed it back. The referee allowed the play to continue. And a swing half forward, Jack Martin plays a long ball inside into the half back line. Well read indeed by Conor O'Neill. Conor O'Neill offloads the ball. And a chance here now for the wing half back, Jack O'Callaghan, to show a clean pair of heels to the Ardboe man. Pull to the ground. Daniel Quinn, it was that time he committed the foul. But Donaghmore certainly not standing on ceremony. The ball has been played through quickly. A chance here now once more for Ronan Cassidy to take a swing, but unfortunately just lost his foot in the most inopportune moment. And Ardboe regain possession, and off they go up through the defence. And Conan Devlin, who won the free there. Chance now for the wing half back, Fintan O'Neill. Had the best pass in the world. Intercepted once more by Donaghmore. Lovely ball down into space. And into that space goes the corner forward. Noel Grimes. Grimes in possession. Under pressure. Good challenge and good tackle from Conor Devlin. But he still manages to retain possession. Plays the ball outside. There's a chance here for the shot on the... Oh, it's a good effort, but it just tailed out to the right and wide. And by my reckoning, possibly...
Yeah, that was Ronan Malloy. And Ronan Malloy would certainly know where the sticks are on this pitch. And he was marginally wide. The probably the safer option at that stage was the point, but he saw a glimmer of the far post and he went for it.
Can't blame him there, John, when the chance was on.
No, great effort.
It would have been a fantastic goal, but unfortunately from the Donaghmore point of view, it didn't materialise. Conan Devlin in possession, but he's turned the ball over. The chance here now for Donaghmore. There's got a 2-on-1. There's a chance for the goal. The full forward's gone through. He's only taken around the keeper. No, he doesn't. He lost it to the net. And Ronan Donnelly, and that is some response to Ardboe's goal. Donaghmore have had 2-1 in the space of a few minutes, and suddenly there is clear daylight between the teams. 2-3 plays 1-1. And John, you've got to say, Ardboe started well, but Donaghmore have really come back.
Again, that's very, very unfortunate from an Ardboe point of view. The Conan Davin was coming out and unfortunately slipped. Well, just as we talked about, the grass is that wee bit shorter, and the heavy rain has made it very, very slippy. And the wrong man from an Ardboe point got the ball, and it was quickly changed into the net, and it's given clear daylight. Clear
daylight indeed. And it's once more Donaghmore on the attack, and they're attacking with pace and purpose. Cormac Drain in possession, plays the ball across, looked as if he was trying to hold or to win the free, but it's been excellently intercepted by Fintan O'Neill, who's been on an awful lot of possession. Plays the ball forward into the half forward line, retains the ball. Lovely pass and lovely bit of skill there from Daniel Quinn, the centre half forward. And Ardboe now menacingly attacking down that left hand side. Donaghmore filtering players back. There's a chance here now to ball into Devlin, the full forward. He turns, lovely wee hand pass. There's a chance here now for the shot. Good strike that it is, and it sails high and sails over the bar. And Daniel Quinn once again, John, showing the value and the quality that he has.
Great support play. Cormac Devlin very sharp on the edge of the square, coming out, winning the ball and making up. And Daniel was involved with a 1-2 earlier with Fintan O'Neill, and they'll be delighted again to continue they needed a score and they've got it now. Tussle in here, and this ball's been turned over. Cormac Devlin's worked very hard, and once again he's fed Daniel Quinn through the middle.
Referee.
Hand on the shoulder, but we're going back to the initial foul on Cormac Devlin.
So the
And
referee.
again, we're bringing again, the breeze seems to have died a wee bit, and this gives Ardboe a great chance to reduce the deficit back to a goal.
Absolutely. 1-2 Ardboe, 2-3 Donaghmore. And in terms of time, John, what has elapsed? 13 minutes gone. At Sunkist Park, Onura, definitely in great shape this afternoon, and the fact that the skies have cleared, we couldn't ask for more, John.
No, it's I was speaking to some of the Onura lads yesterday, and from earlier in the week it was 100% chance of rain to 50%. So the child of Prague must have been working.
Absolutely, no question about it. And a lovely take. Absolutely super fielding there from Ronan Malloy. And off he goes under pressure. Pops the ball forward. Grimes comes out and takes it. Does well. No, Grimes, he's under pressure, but he manages to get the left foot to it. A chance here now for Donaghmore to create something. The ball is lovely little passing through to Ronan Donnelly. Donnelly takes a shot and it seems to be picked up well by the full back and team captain Sean O'Hare, who delivers it straight down that left hand side and into the hands of the wing half forward Jack Martin. Martin, considerably pacey player, does well in possession, looking for Devlin up inside. Devlin doesn't get to the ball. Instead is picked up by the corner back, and the corner back is Joey Clark. Does well indeed, pops the ball down into the centre of the field. It wasn't the greatest pass in the world, but Donaghmore have managed to retain possession, and the ball's been played forward to wing half forward Ronan Malloy. Malloy will swing the foot at it, as he does, he loses his balance and loses possession, and the ball sails out for their second wide of the afternoon. And John, it certainly is exciting stuff.
It was what we expected, Noel. These two, as we said in our preview, these were the kingpins of under 14 levels, and they've continued. And as I say, they take the best out of each team. You know, you get a score, you get a score, and that's great.
It's a real shootout, isn't it? Absolutely, and they're on the attack once more. And Devlin is full forward. Cormac Devlin driving forward. He just lets possession roll out of his hands, but he manages to regain possession. Shields off the attack or holds off the defender, pops it over the bar and makes it 1-4. Good response from Ardboe. John, 3 points in a row, and Cormac Devlin with the last two. Am I right in saying?
You are indeed. When Cormac gets in front, he's very hard to peg back. Kieran Donnelly's an excellent defender, and this is going to be a massive asset because Cormac's got his tails up with the early scores.
No question about
Malone's
it.
picked the ball up here, and he's fed his corner forward, but he's looking the return.
Indeed, the corner forward, Ryan McAshea, not the best pass in the world of your corner forward, but excellently picked up by the wing half forward Cormac Drain, who's already had been on the scoreboard twice, and Cormac Drain extends the Donaghmore lead with a lovely point from play, which was set up and created by Noel Grimes.
Yeah, very, very confident
What
strike.
a break, John.
Very, very confident strike from Drain. He had the mark, didn't need it. Had the mark, didn't take it. Was confident in his own strike and a great score. Been some really, really good scores, considering the pitch is in excellent condition, but again, obviously it's going to be greasy. But for the majority of it, has seen fantastic scores from both sides.
Absolutely, both teams are taking a quick break now for the water, and I think both teams will be happy enough with the way they settled. Ardboe, because will probably feel that their goal gave them a great lift, but the way Donaghmore responded, bang bang, 2 goals, and but Ardboe come back 3 points in a row there, and they're certainly not overawed by the task.
No, you're right. No, both teams have plenty to build on. There's positives on both sides, and also things to work on. I'm sure that the management on both sides will be just let's be more confident in our passing. There's been a few wayward passes. I know, again, it's first game back this season for both teams. Okay, it's a final, so there's obviously going to be, and there's what we haven't mentioned before. It's a county final. There's nerves there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Although there's no crowd here at the same time. Everybody knows what's at stake here, and there's definitely plenty to build on. But it's always a great testament to the game when how quick that we'll reach the water break.
That's right.
So we know we're watching quality fare here.
Yeah, talking about quality fare, the third point for Donaghmore. I'm just looking down through my notes. I have a gap. The third point
was the corner forward McAshea.
Ryan McAshea. There we are. Just make sure we get that one. Kevin Kelly wouldn't forgive me if I didn't have the notes in place. Anyway, it's restart kick out down below us, and the Ardboe goalkeeper Conal Quinn is jogging back, ball in hand. Fergal Ward, referee, he's refereeing well too. Very good. He's right up on the play.
We haven't mentioned him too much again.
Nope.
It's always a good sign.
Good sign indeed. One yellow card so far, and that yellow card fell to Thomas McGuigan, the Donaghmore midfielder. Ball out, good kick, and I just mentioned McGuigan, and there he was taking the high field, and he's popped the ball forward. It's in the hands of the full forward now, Ronan Donnelly. Donnelly pops the ball through, but good cornerback play by Conal Morgan. Sees turns the ball over, and off go Ardboe once more. Unfortunately, that time Devlin lost his footing. He thought he was pushing the back. Referee didn't see it that way. We didn't see it either, in fairness. But Ardboe have a bit of defending to do here. The ball's in the hands of Donnelly. The 3 Ardboe defenders around him. He pops the ball out to the left-hand side. And the left-hand side in possession is Ronan Malloy. Malloy doesn't get his foot to it, but instead the shot comes. Oh, it's off the crossbar, and the chance of a goal. It is indeed. The shot came in from the centre half forward, I do believe, Ronan Cassidy. The keeper turned it onto the crossbar, John. And they're poaching, as we often say that a good footballer should do. I think, is it the right corner forward? No, it's not Noah Grimes, no.
It could be Jack O'Callaghan, maybe, the wing back.
I'll just check and watch to see, but
Colin Quinn was unlucky. He tried to, flick it over the bar, and unfortunately, for his point of view, he flicked it onto the crossbar, and it was great following up from the Donaghmore man.
There's another chance for another goal here, possibly. Oh, big effort, great effort that it was, but it sailed out and wide, and we're still keeping an eye on that one. But it's 3-4 to 1-4. Donaghmore record their third goal of the afternoon, and I do believe now, I may be wrong. Is it Cormac Drain? Cormac Drain, possibly. I'll check that one and see. But
yeah, it was Cormac Drain.
Cormac Drain. So Cormac Drain with that one. The last 2 scores, a point.
Again, these kickers aren't working, and the ball's fed to Ronan Cassidy. Just overcooked. Colin Quinn has a chance to get Ardboe saddled again.
Ardboe again will be conscious of conceding goals in that one.
Shea O'Hare now building, and he can plays the ball in towards Cormac Devlin again.
Cormac Devlin again wins the possession, and Kieran Donnelly is deciding not to go with him all the time because he's not going to win all those battles. So it's a question of making sure that you keep the space covered, but the space has been breached, and there's a chance here for a goal. And there's a goal indeed. Brilliant play by the centre back, Conal Devlin. And 3-4 plays 2-4. Excellent play.
Conal Devlin has an innate talent. He is a fantastic turn of pace, and he just is a free spirit. When he goes one of these runs, he's very hard to stop. A younger son of Horse, he was fit to link up with the brother Cormac. Cormac fed Jack Martin, and just Conan was floating about, poached there, and showed great composure to stepping around the goalkeeper.
He certainly did that indeed. Absolutely brilliant skill. But that's what's on view here this afternoon as Ardboe popped the ball forward again. Devlin goes to it, full forward. Cormac Devlin does well under pressure, but he manages to offload, find support, and the support's coming from the corner back, Conal Morgan. Ardboe certainly are afraid to attack, John. They've got players, even though they're playing into the breeze, they're going at every opportunity they get. AJ McCann and to Cormac Devlin. Devlin swings the right footed. It looks good. It's hanging, it's dropping, it's sailing over. And Cormac Devlin, brilliant score from him. The big full forward. A serious handful. Talented player. And I'll tell you what, he's narrowed the gap to 2 points. 2-5, plays 3-4. And this is a very, very entertaining, very exciting game of football. And we can have no complaints other than that there's not a crowd here to see it. 2-5, 3-4, John. Great stuff.
Ardboe have made that exchange that I was kind of expecting. Jack Martin has went to the edge of the square, and Cormac Devlin is coming out of you, and is now more direct. Jack's now inside, and there's a very, very much of a handful in there. Wins is free.
Wins is free indeed. Good plays, just exactly what you want to see. Players taking the opposition defenders on, forcing them into the tackle, forcing them into the foul, and chance here now for Ardboe to reduce the gap to a single point.
Yeah, we didn't give Thomas Wigan the credit he deserved for the drain goal, because from the kick out he was the man who took responsibility. He told the corner forward to stay down. It was his ball. He took the mark, and we know the rest is history.
Absolutely. Chance here now for the point. Now it is indeed over the bar. Jack Martin, and Jack Martin competently and confidently converts the free kick.
And we've 22 and a half minutes on the clock.
22 and a half minutes on the clock. As half is flying. 1 point between them. 2-6 plays 3-4. Nice kick out, but the Ardboe man certainly anticipated that one, but it's been brilliant interception by the midfielder, the Ardboe number 8, Shea O'Hare. plays the ball through, continues his run. There's space outside him, plays the ball in, but that looked like a free, and the referee has indicated that there was a foul. I think the foul was on the Donaghmore man, but the referee appears to be indicating there's a free in.
The ball was a wee bit loose again from a shaky start in Ronan Donnelly, who's had a massive impact in this game. Conan Devlin has made a couple of attacks in this last 2 or 3 minutes. He's got a goal, and there he was on the shoulder there just to run it, and he's earned this free as opposed to it was a 50-50 call, but I suppose Ardboe were going forward.
Absolutely, yeah, indeed, and I suppose from the point of view of the forward, he will feel he was more fouled than fouling, but let's see what he's decided to do. Free kick awarded, but the free kick seems to be...
No, must be as you called it, no.
Yeah.
It's a Donaghmore free.
Donaghmore free, and just in front of us here, Conor Doherty is warming up here for Ardboe, so we'll just look to see...
Sorry, what has happened is he played advantage after he blew the whistle, but what has happened is Shea O'Hare continued on, kicked the ball over the bar, so rather than pull it back from the free kick, Fergal Ward is awarded the point, so that ties the game up.
So Shea O'Hare was with the free?
No, Shea O'Hare, they didn't take the free. Shea O'Hare took the break ball and then kicked the ball over the bar.
Over the bar. So 2-7 plays 3-6.
So we're now 2-7.
Or 2-7 plays 3-4, beg your pardon.
3-4.
Yep. And Donaghmore, having been in a very, very dominant position, find themselves level. Chance here now for Donaghmore, but Ardboe once more working hard defensively, getting back inside, closing the space. Good support from the Ardboe men. Ball on the ground, good tussle there as the referee and linesman keep a close eye on proceedings. Referee not happy with the challenge. Free out, Fergal says, yep. And the Donaghmore management may not agree, but that's the situation. Goalkeeper very far out from his goal. Need to be careful here. He doesn't get his pocket picked, as we often say. Finds the full back and team captain Sean O'Hare. O'Hare carries the ball over very confidently, left-footed. Shows a clean pair of heels to the centre half forward. Pops the ball back out to the Conan Devlin. Devlin there working the ball together. Ball out then to Owen Canavan. Canavan has lost possession, and the possession's been turned over. There's a chance here for Donaghmore, and they do indeed convert. Noah Grimes, lovely score. And that was probably too much football being played inside, John.
Donaghmore needed that score that had been on the concession too much, and Ardboe pulled themselves right back into it. Again, it's a fact of this game that the amount of times that the forward teams are putting pressure on the kick out and really challenging the defence, and that's where a lot of scores are coming from.
And the scores indeed, and that ball won in the middle of the field with corner forward Ryan McAshee. Plays the ball down, looking for support. The support is there from centre half forward. Ronan Cassidy takes a swing with the right foot, and that's a lovely effort, and see it's high and over the bar. And I tell you, that's a fine score, John.
Great composure from Ronan Cassidy. He steadied himself like all good forwards do, and struck the ball sweetly between the posts and right over the black spot. Absolutely,
and Donaghmore ease themselves back ahead. Not much between these teams. A really, really tight game. Hard fought, close. Ardboe 2-7. Donaghmore 3-6. But Ardboe win possession. Popped the ball forward. Picked up again. Conan Devlin. Strong play by the centre half back. Took a wee bit too long on it, but the referee allowed the play to continue. Cormac Devlin has it. Plays the ball through. Lovely ball it is indeed. And it's found its way through. And it's hanging over the bar. I do believe that is Daniel Quinn that time, was it?
Daniel Quinn, yeah.
Daniel Quinn again. Fine score from Daniel Quinn. Fine team score there, John.
Yeah, Conan Devlin finds the brother Cormac. Cormac changes with passes to Jack Martin. Jack Martin gives it inside, and Daniel Quinn is great feet, and Daniel kicks it between the posts.
And the score reads
here comes
3-6.
Gannon gives the ball. There's a chance here for Donaghmore. Great hands here from Noah Grimes.
There's a goal on here.
Ronan Cassidy's inside. Steps inside.
Took too much.
Great finish.
My goodness.
Great finish. Good work from Jack O'Callaghan on the half-back line here to build the ball. And Grimes could have took the mark and thing, but he smelt blood and knew that Cassidy was shoulder, and the form of Cassidy's shown it was only going to be one place. Powers at pass. This is incredible. So 4-6 to 2-8.
4-6 to 2-8. We're going to need a calculator to work this one out, but it really is score for score. It's magnificent game of football. Both teams going at it hammer and tongs. The skill level is high, the quality is high, and the quality of the scores also absolutely super to watch.
Thankfully, it's you and not Jackie Fullerton doing that. This would really confuse poor Jackie.
Yes, thank goodness. Anyway, Ardboe having to do a bit of defending. Here's Donnelly, the full forward, strides through, takes a lovely languid right-footed solo. The referee says the foul was committed. He didn't allow the, not that he didn't allow the advantage. I think the Donnelly seemed to be going to ground, but it's a free in and a chance for Donaghmore to extend their lead.
Well, it just shows you this is real tug of war stuff. You see one team and they're sentencing, taking the scores, and then the other team, and when they're on top, they really punish them.
They certainly do. But Ardboe looked very, very sharp on the break and very composed. And that's a point from the free from the centre half forward, Ronan Cassidy. Free that time. 4-7, 2-8.
We
really
have people all around the world clued into this game, which is great. And we'll shout out to Donaghmore man, Ronan Monaghan, is in Afghanistan of all places, tuned in.
Well, it's not exactly a stronghold of the GA, but then again, it's good to have them listen to us. And I hope Mickey Coleman is listening to us in New York.
But neither is Castle Caulfield, and I think they're supplying plenty of players here.
Oh, that's good to hear as well. Brilliant still. Donaghmore Parish going well at the minute, but Ardboe on the attack. Strong run from Shea O'Hare, strikes it high, strikes it with the right foot and out wide. And by my reckoning, John, that's Ardboe's first wide.
I think you're right. No, the wind just caught that one. Just
2-8 to 4-7, John. High scoring and very entertaining first half so far.
No, this is fantastic stuff, and as you said, it's just a pity more people can't be here. We're into the last minute of the half before injury time.
Great kick and good possession won there by Jack Martin. Again, very, very impressive play. Ardboe has some emerging talent, no doubt about it. Strong bit of play by the corner forward. Quinn, ball inside with the Ardboe or the Donaghmore defence, respond quickly and effectively, and the ball's been worked out into the hands of Cormac Drain. Unfortunately from him, unfortunately for Johnny Field, the ball has gone to ground, and Field battles back but gives away the free. Not the worst free to concede, John.
No, again, everybody say I think we have to compliment the forwards in both teams. Well, this ball's in the danger zone with Cormac Davin. He's turned here. Cormac's 1-on-1 with keeper.
Oh,
what a great finish!
What a catch and what a finish! What a catch and what a finish!
We have to compliment the forwards. Because these aren't bad defences, but they're just to be making them look very average. There's very good players in both sides in defence, but just the quality of the forward units on both sides.
Well, that is just some way to finish the net. Absolutely brilliant. He won a very, very difficult battle, 1-on-1 with the 6 Kieran Donnelly, and when he won it, he held them off, found a bit of space, and stuck one in the net. Ardboe, in years to come, will be supplying a number of forwards. That's Tyrone senior team.
Oh, quite a few, and there's already a couple of the lads that won under 14 medals last year. Already on this team. And it's only good from an Ardboe point of view what's coming through. But Donaghmore are in a similar position. They're playing finals at the weekend. Great score.
Oh, magnificent score outside of the foot
from Nisha Quinn, who was one of the under 14s from last year that I was talking about. So there's a conveyor belt. There's a lot of hard work going on down there, and this is bearing fruit.
Well, it certainly is bearing fruit. 3-9 plays 4-7. We must be close to the half-time whistle. Nisha Quinn that time, as you say, John, the outside of the right foot. Brilliant strike. Very little between these teams on the field, and very, very little between them on the scoreboard. The wind may be a factor as the ball breaks through the hands of Drain and picked up by the corner back, Conal Morgan. Cormac Devlin, I beg your pardon. Coming forward. Ardboe, good strong tackling there from McGuigan in the middle of the field, and the referee judges that to be a foul. The referee awards the free. Tommy McGuigan needs just to be careful not to attract too much attention,
That's
John.
Right.
Ball played forward, picked up by centre half back Conan Devlin. Very, very good. We saw him breaking through earlier. Got a beautiful goal, really well worked, well converted. Plays the ball into the corner, looking for the big midfielder AJ McCann. McCann under pressure. The linesman says it's over the line, and sideline ball as we head towards half time. Score remains 4-7. Plays 3-9. And
Ardboe's using this tactic, Noel, of rotating the full forward. This time it was AJ McCann in full forward. And we've seen Jack Martin, and obviously we've seen Cormac Devlin in there.
Both of them been very, very effective. So this time it's Ardboe having to defend as Donnelly picks ball up in the middle of the field. He's been pulled to the ground. The referee might have a wee word here with Shea O'Hare.
From a Donaghmore point of view, Ronan Donnelly's had to come out to the middle of the field to win a wee bit more ball from him, which has obviously had an effect. Although you're going to say not on the scoreboard, but from Ronan's own game for what he was doing inside.
Yeah, possibly the scoring threat is not what it could be, but they've got a chance here now where they just split the defence with one very, very effective pass. McGuigan takes a shot keeper gets his hand to it. Not the most effective shot, but the keeper still had to stop it, Joe.
Again, from a Donaghmore point of view, they've been disappointed that the right man, because there's 3 or 4 great finishers up there, but it was the big midfielder who got in the end of that shot, and I think they'll be happy enough to get a 45.
45 at it, really, yeah. That's where you want to be seeing the full forward Roland Donnelly on the end of those, as opposed to Tommy McGuinn in the middle of the field. But we have goalkeeper Conor McGarvey, who's going to hit this 45, just setting it up.
No.
And
length won't be a problem here. It's just accuracy. Yeah, because he's a massive kick.
They're producing some great goalkeepers on more too, aren't they?
Well, we're number 17 today is Cormac McCartan on the Donaghmore team, and he was the goalkeeper for the team that won the Brian McLaren Cup in the under-15s for the county.
There you are. Standards good, standards high. Anyway, McGarvey with the kick. Strikes it well. It's looking as if it's going to sail in. Oh, first to it. Keeper, brilliant play. Very, very composed, Conal Quinn. And that was a hugely important take just as the half-time whistle sounds. 34 minutes almost on the clock. And the half-time score. And you have to say, very, very exciting stuff and very, very entertaining, John.
It was everything that we expected and even more. Noel, this is as good a game as first game of the season, but we're going to go a long way to see a better contest than this.
Yeah, we have the new county minor manager here just beside us, Jared Donnelly. Jared's going to join us for a second. Of course, I see one of his co-conspirators, shall we say, would be the one and only Mr. Gary Hetherington, Donaghmore. Are you totally neutral this afternoon, Jared? By the way, good congratulations on your appointment, and wish you every success with the minors.
Thank you. No, I'm neutral, but big man beside me. I told him a couple of times there just to calm and relax a wee bit. No, great game.
Great game. We're just saying, I mean, it's quality scores, it's end-to-end football. It's the sort of stuff that you dream about seeing, and unfortunately, the only few of us who are here. Come you around there, Jared, so that John gets you a better side. Is that the best side we can get, John? No, joking aside, Jared, it's been a very, very entertaining game between two sides that are very evenly matched.
It's been first class, and like I was saying to Gary, funny, there could have been 12 points in the third stage. Donaghmore missed 2 chances. Ardboe stayed up the field, got their goal. Next thing it was level. You know, a couple of times Donaghmore maybe looked to be going to stretch out, but Donaghmore have kept in it, or Ardboe have kept in it. Sorry, but it's fantastic football.
When you look at a scoreline, you get 3-9 to 4-7. You say, "Well, the defences mustn't be good," but the defences are good. They're solid, but the quality of the forwards. John was just commenting on the movement, on the support play, and the finishing. I mean, you couldn't ask for better.
Myself and Gary have been saying that. You know, you're not looking at bad defenders there. If you pick there's plenty of men that are very good defenders, but the movement of the men inside, just, you know, sometimes just forwards are there and the movement, and they're smart and they're clued in, and you know, it's a tough life for a defender when they're marking forwards like that. But you know, it's definitely, you can't say there's bad defences out there.
No.
Just the forward movement has been first class.
And as you say, when the movement is there and the pace is there and the quality, there's very, very little you could do. And just typified by that goal from young Devlin. He held off the defender on one side, picked the ball up, held him off a second time, then got inside, and his finish was absolutely top drawer. That couldn't have been taught by his father, could it?
I don't think. I thought the father would have been teaching the man, trying to stop him from doing that.
That's what I was thinking, because Horse certainly would have stopped that one.
He would have stopped that one, but no, like you see, just there's quality all over that pitch there, and you know, when you watch that, and lucky enough I got into the game last night. You know, I said to Damien Harvey last night, "Geez, there's some change from the Premier League, isn't it?" You know, it's
my goodness, that's right.
It's just first class, and you know, fair play to everyone. Like that's abiding by the rules, and you know, to let these games go ahead, because it would be a travesty if that game
absolutely. But yes, in so much it's a travesty. There's not more people here to watch it. But our thanks to John Coyle and Metro CCTV for bringing the this afternoon and getting it out there, and we have people from all over the world who are watching it, and I hope they're enjoying it as much as we are.
It's first class. If they're not enjoying that, then
there's something wrong.
They may turn on the Premier League game, because that's just great.
Well, listen, if they have any problems sleeping in the afternoon, put the Premier League soccer on. That'll put them to sleep for good. Jared, thank you very much for talking to us. We wish you every success.
Thank you.
And keep up the great work. Well, there you are, folks. That's the half time. We're going to take a quick coffee break. I do believe that John Coyle has coffee organised, so that doesn't happen too often, so we'll enjoy that. Half time score 3-9 to 4-7 in favour of, as Jackie Fullerton say, I don't know who it is, but they're doing well, both teams. Anyway, there it is, 3-9 to 4-7. Donaghmore's ahead by 1. there we are. Mike's back. Both teams back are coming back out onto the field as we look here. And Joe, just before we start for the second half, what are you hoping to see in the second half? Better defences?
No, definitely not. Just a wee bit more. Just what we had there. No, would be a treat. Like, you know, as I just said before the final, the Fergus half-time whistle. You know, this is our second game of the year. I don't think we're going to see a better game anywhere. This has been fantastic stuff. You know, Donaghmore probably wanting, you know, their forward line of, particularly their half forward line. Ronan Cassidy is really shown, but Cormac Drain and Ronan Malloy are fantastic players in their own right, and they'll probably be asking better questions here because, you know, we've seen glimpses, but not to the level of the quality that we know that they have. Ronan Cassidy's now went to the edge of the square, as we said. And again, he'll be very happy with his response, but he'll probably be looking for Noah Grimes to give him assistance because again, Noah Grimes certainly knows where the posts are.
No question about that. Referee is there on the field. We're about to get the clock underway, and it's Ardboe who won the throw-in. Devlin picks it up, pops it out to the wing half forward. Jack Martin, big high striding player, takes the first shot. Lovely strike that it is. High and let's see, over the bar indeed. Great score. Fine strike from Jack Martin. Jack Martin's been very effective, John.
Jack Martin, again, great hands, direct running. At this level is very hard to stop, and that's the perfect start. Connor Forbes and his management will be delighted with that.
Kick out coming from Donaghmore. Great kick out that it is. 2 sails on beyond the 60, 65. Picked up at the first time of asking by Roland Donnelly, but the ball spills from his hand. And Ardboe once more in possession and on the attack. Every Ardboe man looks comfortable in possession, I have to say. Very impressed, even with the surges forward. Great bit of play by the centre half back. And Donaghmore now have a chance to create something, but the ball slips through the hands of Ronan Malloy. And Ardboe capitalise once more. Referee has a hand up for advantage. And the ball is in the hands of the point scorer there a minute or two ago, Jack Martin. Chance for him to take another shot. He hits it high, but this time tails out to the right and wide. The first wide of the second half. And Ardboe's second wide of the afternoon. Scoreline reads 3-10, 4-7.
Just a wee bit ambitious there from Jack Martin. I think this rotating of changing the forward has cost Donaghmore because the Ardboe men seem to be getting more space than certainly the Donaghmore management would like.
Absolutely. And Devlin, great catch, great call, great bit of fielding by Cormac Devlin. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, the mark, he had just... Referee has indicated a hot ball, and Ardboe won that hop. No, they don't. They won. The ball is turned over in the hands of Ray McAshee. McAshee does well to win it, pops it forward. There's a chance here now for centre half forward Ronan Cassidy to create something. Pops the ball out to the full forward Roland Donnelly, but Donnelly's effort sails high, wide, and handsome out to the left, John, and not the start that Donaghmore will be hoping for.
Not the start, but Noah Grimes is showing now. He's out and won that ball, and again, he's probably just a wee bit too far from goals where he would like it. But you have to put the pressure on these kickouts because that's where both teams were getting, certainly getting fruit.
Connor Devlin, ball played forward, looked to me off the ground, pushing the back indeed, was a push in the back, and the corner forward, Aaron Quinn spots Owen Canavan in space, finds him immediately. Devlin again picks up the ball, the centre half bar, finds Cormac Devlin. Devlin will take the shot, but he lays it off instead to the centre half forward. And the centre half forward, of course, is Daniel Quinn, and Daniel Quinn puts Ardboe in front.
Daniel Quinn's always on the shoulder, very accurate player, and that centre forward role suits him to the tee.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, when you look at the finish to the first half and the start to the second half, no doubt about it, Ardboe are very much on top, and they are looking the part.
But in saying that, you know, Donaghmore will point to the scoreboard and they know the 4 goals, so they know they just keep battering away and the goals will come because, you know, there's no reason for them not, the quality players that they have. But they're needing to sort something out here with these kickouts. Cormac Devlin got the ball here in the 45. Kieran Donnelly puts the pressure on him, but he stepped inside. He's looking for runners, but he takes it himself and takes another great score. Did it all himself from the 45. Jinked inside, jinked outside, looked to see was there anybody in his shoulder. There wasn't, so he has took the responsibility and kicks a quality score over the bar.
Quality score indeed, and suddenly there is a major turnaround in terms of the score. Ardboe find themselves ahead, 3-12 to 4-7, and every bit of play in this open part of the second half, John, has been very much with the Ardboe forward line.
It very much has, no. And again, they've turned this over, but again, Donaghmore battled here and got the ball, but it's a 50-50 one here in the middle of the field.
And once again, turned over, and once again, Ardboe are in possession. And they're on the attack once more. Ball played in by Jack Martin, and it's won by Devlin again. Ardboe are fighting him at every opportunity, and he's fighting the range, and that is an absolutely top-class score. 3-13 to 4-7. And there's no doubt about it, Ardboe are very much in the ascendancy here, John.
The access of Jack Martin, and lifts ahead and finds the run of Cormac Devlin, and Cormac's bubbling with confidence here, and every strike is better than the next one. You'd nearly think it wasn't lockdown. You'd nearly think they were in Ardboe field every night of the week practicing.
Absolutely. High kick, long kick, and brilliant again. And the Jack Martin, although he's listed at 12 at left half forward, he's playing around the middle of the field and he's having a fine game, John.
That's the versatility of Jack Martin. He can do that, and I'm telling you, he's an even better full forward if needed. Well,
anyway, it's Ardboe in possession, deep inside just inside the 65 metre line of the Donaghmore, and Devlin's out again, working hard. He's not just hiding in the forward line. He's out there showing for the ball, good in possession, strong in the tackle, and he's making life very, very difficult for the Donaghmore defence. But Donaghmore have intercepted the ball. There's a chance here now for to create a scoring opportunity, and unfortunately that time the big full forward Ronan Donnelly was stopped illegally, and the referee, I think, may be going to have a word with the corner back, Conor Devlin.
Conor Devlin wearing 4, a number made famous by his father.
Of course, indeed, absolutely. No shortage of good defenders, no shortage of good attackers, but at the minute, kick has come high and wide.
Sutton's away from Cormac Train.
Not working for them at the moment.
Donaghmore's going to need to step up here now. They're going to have to start putting more pressure on this kick out again and getting the scores just to bring themselves back into this.
You just feel, John, that they need the settling score, don't they?
They do. There's a big battle in the middle. Jack Martin once again is taking it clean and won the mark, and he's going long. He's overcooked this one.
Indeed he has, and it's picked up by the corner back, Joey Clark. Clark looks to see what his options are, and the options, of course, are Ben Hughes, who has gone back to pick up Devlin, but our Donaghmore on the attack. Not the sort of ball that forwards long for, a high ball into the corner to get, but there's a tussle and a race, a foot race there between the corner back, Conal Morgan, and the corner forward. It's the Donaghmore man who's come out on top. He looked to have been tripped, but he manages to get to his feet again, strikes the ball well and over the bar. Great score there from Ronan Malloy, wasn't it?
That's one of them scores you were talking about. No, Ronan Malloy won the ball over, pressure on him, but he regained his balance, kept composure, and it was a fantastic score from distance, and that's what they need. They need at this stage. Every wee score is going to help.
And that's their first score of the second half, so 3-13 plays, 4-8.
Cormac McCartan, number 17, who's going to go into the forward line.
Indeed.
And making way is the big midfielder. And that's PJ O'Neill.
PJ O'Neill is gone, so that is 17 for 8 for Donaghmore.
Rowan Cassidy's picked up the line ball. It was from the kick out. Cormac McCartan's got the ball inside.
That's the best pass in the world, but Donaghmore battle hard. Grimes did well to regain possession there, John.
He does. Rowan Cassidy gives it 1-2. Can RD turn him? Yeah. Gives it inside to Malloy. He's just after scoring.
Strikes it high with the right foot, but this time it's sailed out to the right and wide. Second wide of the half for Donaghmore.
Again, we see the pressure coming in the kick out. And just as I said, we're getting the word from the sideline. They want more. This is they're trying to hold the ball in and see can they just chop back away at this Ardboe lead.
As John says, with what time gone in the second half, almost 8.5 minutes, Ardboe are ahead. 3-13 plays 4-8.
But Jack Martin takes the kick out clean. what an outlet he's been. He's won everything, and again he looks inside. Daniel Quinn's been very dangerous. Ball's overcooked, and Donaghmore have an opportunity to build here from the defence.
Ball fades forward into the hands of the full forward, Ronan Donnelly. Donnelly clips it inside, looking for McCartan. McCartan comes out and wins it. Lovely little fisted pass, and there's a chance here for Donaghmore to create something, but Ardboe have got filtered quite a few men back. Tommy McGuigan sitting in the middle of the field. He's been found. There's plenty of space in front of him. He now must make a decision. Does he pop the ball? He does indeed. Clips it inside into the half forward, into the half back. Jack O'Callaghan's hand. So O'Callaghan turns McCartan. He takes the return. There's a chance here possibly, but the arrow angle is narrowed, but he still manages to get the shot away and clips it high over the bar. Excellent score from Jack O'Callaghan. Great play by Big McCartan.
Great play. Jack started from deep, gave the ball, fed the ball. He had a wee bit of work. Cormac's pass was a wee bit low, but Jack, quality player. Thought the goal was on for a split second, knew it wasn't, and showed great composure to hook it over his shoulder, and a great score, and a score that Donaghmore need. The last two scores have come for the Blues, and that's the way they want it. Again, Absolutely. It's all from the pressure from the kick out, and again it's in the middle, looking for Martin. This time it was broke, and it's Daniel Quinn has picked the ball up. A free in the middle of the field.
Jack Martin, chance to take the quick kick, but the referee's not happy. He wants a bit of attention sought and looked after there, but we had that change, didn't we? The 20, Ardboe's 20 who came on. Just check that one out. Conor Doherty.
Yeah, that must have been half time because I haven't noticed.
We just keep an eye on that one in case that there is a change there.
20 for 18, I'm thinking, but I'll just check.
Anyway, it doesn't affect the scoreline. Ardboe lead 3-13 to 4-9, and a chance here for another score. It's a good one. It's a good effort.
Nisha Quinn has hooked that over from a ridiculous angle. Again, was one of the stars of their under-14 team last year, and he's kept it on. Nisha was who bent it in from this side, the outside of the boot. It's done something similar from the far side.
Lovely score, lovely strike from Nisha Quinn. So 3-14 Ardboe, 4-9 to Donaghmore. Kick out comes once again from goalkeeper McGarvey. Lovely kick out that it is. It's been won by the left half forward, Ronan Malloy. Malloy under pressure from strong illegal pressure. The referee decides, and the free kick has been taken. The ball's been popped sideways into the hands of Ronan Donnelly. Donnelly, John said, maybe listed at full forward, but he's been forced to play very, very far out the field, and the referee reckoned that tackle from Fintan O'Neill was not legitimate, and the big full forward has gone down holding his shoulder.
I think from a Donaghmore point of view, Ronan Malloy needs to be closer to goals. He's hovering here between the 45 and the 65, and it's just not really where he does his damage. You know, he has to be between the 45 and the 20 metre line and getting around these Ardboe defence to be more as effective as he is, because we know he's great feet.
Absolutely.
He's got the ball in hand here, and he's looking inside for movement, which hasn't forthcome.
It's funny how when things aren't going well, the movement just doesn't seem to be as effective or as busy. But anyway, the ball has been won by the corner forward, and the corner forward is Noel Grimes. He's done well, he's under pressure, but he's managed to get away. He offloads the ball inside. A chance for the shot. The shot has been taken. An excellent score, excellent shot. Great conversion, Ronan Cassidy.
Ronan Cassidy has a great knack of running on, timing that run to perfection, that he's on the shoulder. Noel Grimes did well to hold the ball up, waiting for Ronan, and Ronan has continued from his fine form in the first half to hook it, and all of a sudden 3 points in a row, and Donaghmore are right back in this. Yeah, absolutely. That's and they're on the attack again. Pressure's on here, is it? Lovely ball played through. Great bit of reading by the fullback O'Hare. That was absolutely superb. Team captain and leading by example. Ball played forward, looking for the big 12 again. And that man, of course, Jack Martin, has been hugely influential and just been a huge figure in the middle of the field. Ball into Devlin. Devlin does well to win it. He's got away from this attempted marker, plays the ball through, nice ball it is into space to centre half forward, ball back into the hands of Doherty, and back again to Martin, and Martin swings the right peg, but this time the goalkeeper McGarvey reads it well, evades the first challenge and works the ball out. Donaghmore have a chance to build from the back, but the Ardboe defence gets themselves sorted. The Ardboe forward line are not going to retreat totally, and they're putting the pressure on. Donaghmore slip here or give the ball away, they could be in bother, but the ball has found Donnelly. Donnelly
pops the ball forward. Ryan McAshee, point scorer from the first half, wins possession, plays the ball to Jack O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan got a lovely score a few minutes ago under pressure from the challenge of the centre half forward, Daniel Quinn, and the referee wants the free kick taken from the right place. John, it's going to build to a big climax here.
There's no doubt. Jack O'Callaghan has now started to appear in the game. Jack's a quality player, great from half back, great. Just his instincts to go forward all the time and support the ball, but he also has a great tenacity in the tackle, and he's starting to show from the last 2 or 3 attacks Jack's been involved. And again, we see him there. He's winning the score.
3:14 plays 4:10. And the ball is in once again to the Donaghmore forward line. This time they've won possession. There's a chance. It looked to be held up, but the referee says no, and the ball has been turned over. Frustratingly for the Donaghmore management and for the players. And it's Ardboe on the attack once more, looking for Devlin. Devlin comes out and wins. Lovely ball forward again. There's that man. We keep mentioning him, Jack Martin. He's been absolutely superb. He's been everywhere, but he goes to ground, but he still manages to get his toe to the ball, plays the ball outside into the hands of Devlin, but Devlin this time the centre half back. Conan Devlin swings his foot at it, but it sails out and wide.
Jack Martin probably had too many options there. There was about 3 on the overlap, and he sort of was concentrating on what to do, and then he took a solo, and it killed the momentum.
Did indeed. Once again, kick out lands. That's gone over the line. Excellent play by Conan Devlin. He knew he wasn't going to catch the ball, but he managed to get his toe to it. Cormac Devlin's making the run back now to cover space. The sideline ball has been taken. It's been taken effectively as Donaghmore pick it up. They're about 30 metres out. There's a chance here for the shot. Nice shot, nice strike that it is. That's a lovely, lovely score and a lovely point. Yeah, lovely finish, Cormac Drain.
Cormac Drain's great balance. When he got the ball again, he was seeing was there any other options on, but knew the team needed to score and competently puts the ball over the bar.
And are we doing the maths there, John? As the man says.
I'm just glad I'm with the teach.
Anyway, we are.
I think it's very close.
3:14:23.
I'm going with level.
Plays 4:11:23, and it's all square as once more. The centre left half forward, Jack Martin drives forward. This time the ball has been intercepted. Good, strong defensive play. In terms of time, we're midway through. We'll be going for the water break shortly. I'll tell you the way things are going, we might need more than a water break. Chance for Donnelly, plops the ball through, and Donnelly doesn't take the return, but Big McGuigan gets it. McGuigan's powering through the middle of the field. He's been fouled, absolutely. The referee says no free. Well, I think Fergal possibly may have been, his line of vision may have been affected, but that looked like a foul. But anyway, the referee has continued, or the game has continued, and Ardboe build from the back. The ball's in the hands of Shea O'Hare. Plays the ball across to his midfield partner, AJ McCann. McCann, that time the referee judged that one to be a foul. And a free to Ardboe. Chance once now for Devlin, but Devlin stood that time. The centre back, Conan Devlin, stood. And the chance here now for Donaghmore. The ball's been picked up by Cormac Drain, who's done very, very well. He's been very, very effective all throughout the game. Finds McCartan at the far side. A lovely ball across the side. There's a chance here now to create something. McCartan takes the return, but he's not in the best of positions in terms of the angle of the shot, but the ball runs kindly for Donaghmore, only to be intercepted by the goalkeeper. Ball falls through into the hands of Drain. Strikes it out, or sends it out to the right, and the ball has been hit by McAshee and out and over the sideline. So all square, John. 3:14 to 4:11.
Again, the quality has continued. Both teams are going, and then because of the pace of the game, we're going to have to ask ourselves: can both teams keep this level of pressure up?
Well, funny, I did say that to Conor Forbes, that the fact that they haven't been playing at that level, and the fears that the last 10 minutes it could prove decisive. So the benches will be important.
Benches, and we've already seen the benefit from Cormac McCartan coming in here at 17. He's been involved in 2 scores. He had the lash, big physical man, win the ball and give the ball inside, and he's taken over a couple of scores there. So again, it's really hard to call this one, though.
It certainly is. And would you rule out extra time?
No, definitely not. At different junctures in the game, you said, well, that's that. The goals are scored. Donaghmore have it in the bag. Ardboe go in front and pulling away and saying that's they've steered themselves clear. But and its composure, its points has brought the thing back, which Donaghmore a bit led with, as opposed to all the goals. So it's 4 scores opposed to 1 score. So it's all to play for. And if there is something on the bench,
all to play for indeed. Sorry, Paddy. Carrickmore leading 1-5 to 1-6. We've just been informed in the Grade 1 minor final. And I'll tell you what, Jimmy and Harvey chose to go to that one today. He certainly picked the short straw, because if it's as good as this one, I'd be surprised with this as a clinker every game. So little between them. We enter the fourth quarter, and it's Donaghmore. They've managed, as John said, to fight their way back, having looked as if at the start of that second half, with the way Ardboe came out of the blocks, that they were going to boss the second half. But Donaghmore has shown great resilience, great self-belief, and no shortage of quality, John, to bring themselves back. And as you mentioned, points making the difference.
You know, this is it now. This is digging deep now, because we have talked about no school football. You know, to even to bring it on, and again, very limited probably challenge matches, if you even got one. You know, at this stage.
A fortnight to prepare really for and listen, it just shows you the innate talent that there is on these players, that they didn't need much time to prepare. They just go out and play off the cuff.
Yeah, that's it. But as we said last night, credit to the CCC to get this game on and you know, make sure that these trophies are given out.
Absolutely. Well, kick out the far side. Ardboe is going to start. Goalkeeper Conal Quinn. We're into the last quarter, as I say. Time the clock says 19 minutes. Well, I'm sure it'll be 32 or 33. High ball in the middle, and a brilliant catch by Martin again. Absolutely superb. We thought it was fouled. Donaghmore said no, and they continued to play. The referee couldn't see it, so he can't give it if he doesn't see it. And Donny's on the march. He's marauding through the middle, but a brilliant bit of defensive play. Great cover from the wing half back. Fintan O'Neill turned that one over, and Ardboe now are building from the back. There's a run through the middle from Conor Devlin. There's a chance if he finds him, but instead Quinn plops the ball out wide. Daniel Quinn pops it outside. Chance now for Doherty, the number 20. Conor Doherty, will he shoot? No, he does the right thing, plays the ball back to Quinn. Quinn has been very, very effective, but somewhat quieter now at the start of the second half. There's a shot this time taken hastily, shall we say, John?
Indeed. You know, they probably needed a wee bit of composure to bring it around. They're great when they go over, but at this stage, you know, Ardboe just need another score.
Absolutely. Kick it in. And great hands. Absolutely superb stop. The referee, the number 3, I don't think he's going to get anything for that, and he knows himself, and up he gets. And Donnelly continues, plays the ball forward. Chance here now for Donaghmore to possibly create something here. Won by Cassidy. Moving forward.
Lovely ball over the top.
The ball inside. There's a chance here. He's played the ball into
Cormac
McCartan. What a start to the fourth quarter, beg your pardon. 5-11. Now plays 3-14, and that all came from a brilliant catch here, John, with a kick out.
Fantastic catch. Kieran Donnelly was having a hard day on the Cormac McCartan, and there was a switch there, and Ben Hughes was in there, but it's allowed Kieran Donnelly get involved, and it was him that was there to square the ball across to Cormac McCartan, who gave the goal Conal Quinn no chance. Fantastic finish, and again, as we mentioned earlier, that's Cormac's first score, but he's been involved with 2 points as well, and has brought Donaghmore back into the ascendancy. Here's this man McCartan again out in front.
He's
looking for movement.
He's hard to handle, there's no doubt about that. Donaghmore on the attack, shot this time high, or just into the right and wide, and a chance now for Ardboe to build something from the back with the kickouts. The kickouts again, we mentioned both goalkeepers very, very good at spotting what's on. Short kick out taken, and Ardboe had possession, but just outside the D. A chance for O'Hare, plays the ball forward. That's been picked up by the midfielder Shea O'Hare, his brother, and possession maintained, possession retained, but Donaghmore continue to work hard to make life difficult for them as the full-back and team captain Sean O'Hare, who drives forward. He's been forced to step back. Great tackle from Cassidy. He turns the ball over, but O'Hare does well to get his foot to it. Plays the ball back to the brother, and the referee the referee is keeping a wee eye on those ones as Shea O'Hare drives on forward. Ball high, and this could go anywhere. There's a chance here for a goal. Indeed, excellent play, brilliant. Jack Martin once again.
Drifted
My
in.
goodness.
He had been playing a lot of ball full forward. Drifted it in. Ball launched in.
And
from one of the O'Hare brothers. From Shea O'Hare, he puts it in, and he just competes, and first quickest man to react, and it's in the back of the net. What a game this is, though.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of incident, John, and no shortage of quality scores. And as we head into the where we now in terms of time, it's 22, 23 minutes almost. Donaghmore once more on the attack. Referee has decided the advantage wasn't fulfilled, so the ball goes back to where the free kick was awarded. Scoreline reads 4-14 to 5-11. High scoring stuff, John.
I'm now starting to get worried about the scoreboard now, where we're going to put the extra goals.
Exactly right. We could head up in double figures and the crack will start. But anyway, it's Donaghmore with a free kick just down on the 65-metre line. The Ardboe 65-metre line out wide on the left-hand side. This splendidly appointed ground here of Donaghmore, superb condition. But the ball has been turned over, and once more, Jack Martin. Jack Martin has been absolutely outstanding in this game. He finds his full forward and teammate, Cormac Devlin, and Devlin's off on a run, and he can't be stopped at the moment. Ardboe, or Donaghmore are getting men back. He looks to have taken more than the requisite number of steps, but he manages to get the point, and suddenly it's 4-15 to 5-11, and Donaghmore find themselves a point behind.
Powerful score again from Devlin. Martin does very well again in the middle of the field. Jack Martin looks up, finds Cormac Devlin, who had been quiet. We hadn't seen him, but that drive and run, and evaded off to Donaghmore tacklers to kick the ball.
And it's Donaghmore on the attack, driving forward. Ryan McAshee, chance to Cassie, finds the ball to Grimes. Grimes under pressure, looked to have been pushed in the back. He still has the presence of mind and the ability to get the ball away. And Noah Grimes, John, lovely score.
Very great, very, very, very confident. Ronan Cassidy worked very hard to get the ball and worked it in. And when Noah Grimes gets in that position, Noah Grimes scores. That's just what he does. Kick out coming, and again Donaghmore will be putting pressure on it, but this is going straight down the middle to Jack Martin, and good contest in there, but this time it's Conan Devlin.
Yeah, Conan Devlin wins it, finds Quinn finds it, pops it forward to Cormac Devlin. Devlin's out wide on the right hand side. It's a lovely weighted pass. It's going to make the brother. It is indeed. It's a chance for another goal, but instead he settles for the point, and Conan Devlin knocks that one over, and it becomes 4-16.
Cormac's seen the brother striding to the middle, and Conan will be glad to get the point, but we were disappointed that he didn't find the net. But again, at this stage in the context of all scores are good scores.
Absolutely, and the score now reads 4-16 to 2-12. 1 point between them. Ardboe leading, and they're trying to win the ball here. Donaghmore over the line. Yeah, line ball to Ardboe. Good decision from the
Daniel McAshee is very unlucky with that. Daniel's worked very hard, so he has. And withdrawn rule, he's wearing 15, but he hasn't really been played, isn't there? But he's got his hands on a lot of ball, and he's worked very hard. But this ball's gone in. Sean sees Jack Martin. Jack Martin turns inside against Thomas McGuigan. And Thomas O'Reilly and Bugan would need to get away from the referee very quickly.
Yeah, indeed he would. 5-12 plays 4-16. There's a chance here for Ardboe to add another to the tally, and that the big wing half forward, Jack Martin, who has been absolutely everywhere. He's been a Colossus, John. He really has had a huge impact in this game and a massive influence, not just on the scoreboard, but in the general field of play. What is he, 35 metres out possibly on the left hand side, shoots right for the kicker, 2 steps forward, strikes it high, strikes it straight, but it's curling out to the right and wide, and not being critical of him, but that's probably the first thing with 26 minutes on the clock that he's got wrong today. 4-16 plays 5-12. Ardboe
works very hard in the middle to turn this over. And Ronan has the ball, and he looks up, and he
finds the centre half back,
which is Kieran Donnelly.
And Kieran Donnelly moves forward.
Kieran Donnelly was this far up the field. Donaghmore got a goal.
And this time it's Devlin getting his hand to it, knocking the ball out, but the ball is towards the sideline, but the ball has remained in play. It looks like it. It looks to be a 45 for Donaghmore, but just watch this one closely to see. Yeah, Mark O'Neill has gone out, indicates a 45.
The goalkeeper making his way up again.
An important kick, John.
It is, especially at this stage. You just want to keep yourself nudged in front all the time.
We'll watch this one and see. 45, 1 point between the teams, and a chance for Donaghmore to tie the game. Goalkeeper Colin McGarvey just out in front of us here, and as I say, folks, thanks to Metro CCTV for their sponsorship and assistance today. Our thanks also to Eddie Quinn Contracts for their sponsorship and assistance to enable us to bring this to you this afternoon. Oma will check and see in Drumrah what the score is the next time we get a chance to talk to Pat McAtee. And Colin McGarvey settles himself. Ardboe, watch this one. It's come off the ground. Not the best kick in the world. And it's gone wide and out to the right there.
I think Conan Conan's a wee bit unlucky there. You know, we talked earlier. This is a hurling pitch, and there's not the same level
Not
of
the
grass.
grass,
So he couldn't get his boot probably underneath it.
Under the way that you normally would expect. Anyway, as we head in towards the closing minutes of this game, it's goalkeeper Conal Quinn takes the kick, and it's been won and picked up by the left half back Owen Canavan. He's had been a very, very steady influence in this game. Shea O'Hare, beg your pardon, plays the ball forward. Cormac Devlin comes out and wins it. Brilliant play by the full forward. Finds his brother Conan. Takes the 1-2. Oh, the ball just sailed through the hands of Doherty. He is most unfortunate there. And because Ardboe, that looked like as if they were just going to go through John and create another great scoring chance. But the ball has been turned over. And Donaghmore are in possession. Carry the ball forward.
Yeah, Ronan Malloy, very, very strong player on the ball. But again, he's still too far away from goals.
He is indeed. He is indeed. Change coming. Jack O'Callaghan is having to come off. He's been injured. And trying to attract the referee's attention. Jack O'Callaghan has been called ashore and has been replaced by John McKenna. So 19 for 5, John, is that right?
That's 19 for 5. Unfortunately, like as we talked about early on, we're going to see muscle injuries and things like that. And unfortunately, Jack has run his race, carrying a bit of a knock there as he goes off.
Chance now for Donaghmore to create something. Ball played inside to Ronan Malloy. Malloy is out wide in the wing. He's too far away to really impact the game. But it's come across the 20-metre line. Chance here maybe has been picked up indeed. This ball has gone to ground. Great defensive play by the Ardboe men. And the team captain and full back, Sean O'Hare, drives out. Lucky enough to get away with that one. Referee, a lot of steps. Yeah, over carrying. Sean O'Hare. On that occasion, I don't think you can have too many complaints there, John.
No. It was great pressure from Ronan Malloy to invite the tackle and then put enough pressure on him that he wasn't going to get around him.
Absolutely. 4-16 plays 5-12, 1 point between them. Donaghmore trail by a single score. 29.5 minutes on the clock, and the ball has been given away. It's been picked up by wing half back Fintan O'Neill, who drives it long, looking for the clearance, but it's been picked up by Conor O'Neill. O'Neill, the Donaghmore man. Chance here now for the sub to make an influence, John McKenna, but the ball has been given away, and Jack Martin is on the move, driving through the middle, looking for the run of Devlin. Oh, it's been hand to it by the wing half forward, Nisha Quinn, but Donaghmore do well to turn it over, and they have picked the pocket of the Ardboe men. There's a chance for them now, not necessarily the last chance, but there can't be too much time left, John.
Well, we didn't stop it for the water break, so there's definitely a couple of minutes for that, and there's been a couple of changes and a couple of niggles, so I'm expecting 3 or 4 Noel anyway. 3
or 4 minutes possibly, John reckons. The sideline ball, or the ball has been put into the hands of Conor O'Neill. O'Neill was pulled to the ground. The referee is going to, John Kieran's going on to show where the foul has been committed. And
Conor's one of the younger members of this team.
Yeah,
I think he's the son of Martin's. He's very young, very, very, very useful prospect.
Referee's having a quick word. Yellow card. And there's Conor Doherty, who come on there as a sub at half time. So
Conor can have very little complaints about that one.
I don't think so. Chance here now for a score, but he's some distance out. He's out wide on the left hand side, but it suits the right footer. Strikes it well, strikes it high, heading towards the post. And it's in and over, and that's a fine strike. And that to me just typifies this game, John.
That's quality written all over it.
Was it Malloy that time, was it?
I think it was Ronan Cassidy.
Cassidy is right. Cassidy, it looked like. Yeah, indeed. Cassidy free. Great free that it was. 5-13, 4-16, and all square. And 5-13. My goodness.
You know, people say this in these games, but nobody really does deserve to lose this one. It's been such a quality, epic encounter, this one. Conan Devlin's got the ball now in the 45 looking up. Sees Daniel Quinn. We know Daniel Quinn's usually deadly from that range, but fair play to Donaghmore. They got their bodies behind it, so the shot wasn't on.
But the right man's in possession. Cormac Devlin, very confident, very capable, high challenge. Silly tackle. He's going to pay for that one. So 5-13, 4-16, all square.
2 minutes over.
2 minutes over indeed. And
every one of these scores is
vital. There were 2 points at this stage, aren't they, really?
Oh, without a doubt.
So Ardboe look as if they have the advantage here. Devlin clip this from forward. Look, Quinn's free. Strikes it well, but he strikes it high and off the side of the foot. Ball breaks. Who gets to it? It's fallen into the hands of the 10. Oh, over the bar.
Yeah, Nisha Quinn. Quickest to react.
Quickest to react, indeed. Nisha Quinn point makes it 4-17 to 5-13. And
Donaghmore going along with a kick out. Straight down the middle. And the mix, Cormac Davin takes a fantastic catch.
Super catch, super well a field. And
Daniel
he learned
Quinn
from the
showed.
last time when he was blown up for the delay in the mark. That time it was much quicker. Ardboe in possession. It's theirs to lose. They're leading by a point. And it's 4-17, 5-13. They're deep. Carried the ball inside their own defence. Need to be careful not to invite too many challenges. Ardboe, man down, injured. Conan Devlin. Ardboe on the attack. Sean O'Hara, team captain, carrying ball. The advantage has been awarded. And there's no rush, I would imagine, to take this one, John.
Yeah, just after the last tackle, Conan Devlin got the wins taken out with a tackle.
Very
Possession is key now, Noel.
I'm going to say, John, very little in it. And with 1 point, you can't afford to lose the ball here. But Devlin pops the ball to team captain O'Shea. And Ardboe on the attack once more. There's a chance here, one more score if you can nearly see it. And Jack Martin strikes it.
That's
Jack
over
Martin
the bar.
converts it, and that's over the bar. And that is some finish.
Really big score because you had Daniel Quinn on the shoulder and he still had the confidence to take the score. Massive score in the context of the game.
4-18 plays 5-13, 2-point game. This could be it. And that is it. That is it. And Ardboe have come from behind to win on a final score of 4-18 to 5-13. But John, that has been some game of football.
You have to feel very sorry for the Donaghmore lads. The effort and the class that they showed in the game. You know, from the first whistle, they showed tremendous skill and tenacity, and it's very, very sad that somebody has to lose. But that's the game we play in, and there has to be winners. And at the end of the day, Ardboe just got the scores at the right time. But the thing about the winner here is football and Tyrone football, because many of these lads are playing together already on Tyrone teams at minor level, and with the quality on site here, it's only a matter of time to see more of these boys going through and through.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. But congratulations to Ardboe. Congratulations also to Donaghmore. I know they've lost on the day, but my goodness, they contributed handsomely to a very, very high quality, high scoring and highly entertaining game. And you say Tyrone football are certainly the winners there. Somewhat disappointed the Donaghmore men will be, of course, and hopefully we'll manage to get some of the Ardboe contingent across for a quick couple of words. I see Thomas Colton coming on with the table for the presentations here just in front of us as they'll take place, which is perfect. And Paddy McAshee. Paddy's here with us. Paddy McAshee, who's representing, of course, the CCC. Paddy, just a quick word before that was some game of football.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable game, Noel. To see a game played in the spirit that was played in, taking into consideration these lads probably haven't played a competitive game of football, I would say, in possibly 6 months. And unbelievable. The pace that was played at, the drama. I think there was was it 7 goals in the first half and 15-16 points? Crazy.
We were trying to work out the score times because it was coming thick and fast. You're trying to take notes, you're trying to commentate. It was almost impossible, and then somebody turns around and says, "Who's leading?"
Very true, Noel. I was taking all there from the cameraman. I was with the earshot in just to see it. But amazing game, and great to see it. I was just thinking, it's 10 years since Ardboe has won this. I just was looking down on the shield there. I think it's 2011. Simple reason to know that I refereed it.
Well, there you are. Well, listen, I don't think we're going to have too many complaints about anything today. The refereeing was good, the performance was good, the pitches, and credit to Owen here this afternoon and the way that they hosted this game, the way they conducted their affairs, absolutely superb. Credit to them. Credit to the CCC for deciding that these games had to be finished, and it's great to see a final of that quality, particularly in the circumstances, with what you say, very, very little preparation time. I mean, they might be 6 months. One player went off with a muscle injury, I think. The rest of them just shows you what these young guys are capable of.
Totally, and I think the credit has to lie as well with the management and the coaches of both teams, and to get them into this shape and get them prepared for this game. It's unbelievable. I see Benny Hurl coming across. He has a great smile on his face. I'm sure he'll want to say a few words to you, Noel, here. But again, credit to Unruh. Like, you have to give it to them. Grounds, the way they stewarded it, everything else was laid on, brilliant, first class.
Good man. Congratulations on that one, and thank you very much for talking to us. The Ardboe team are coming across here now. Hopefully we get a quick word with John wants me to hop that fence at my age. My goodness. Sean, hold that camera. There we are. Maybe I might ask Paddy for the presentation. Pat, do you want to use that mic just when you... We'll have it on the...
I think that's everybody in there, folks. First and foremost, lads, well done. I haven't watched a game of football like that in a long, long time. And I'm sure we were just chatting there, Noel and the commentators, they were struggling to keep up with the scoreboard. And that's down to both sets of players. Amazing. Lads, you give 110% out there. Both teams. There's very little in it in the end. But an amazing game for the neutral to watch, an amazing testament for football in Tyrone. I believe you nipped Ardboe maybe by a point in the championship, and today maybe Ardboe have taken you just maybe 2 points, I think was in the end of it there. So well done. Commiserations to Donaghmore, but lads, you can hold your heads up high. Phenomenal game. I know you have quite a few games that just have to. You're in the championship final as well, and all the best for that, lads. But you can hold your head up high. Brilliant game, end to end. It would have been very hard to take a winner. To Ardboe, 10 years in the waiting for an under-16 title. I have to say to you, lads, well done. You showed determination. It's a long time since I seen. I think it was 7 goals and 15 points. In a half of football, and at one stage you were chasing it, and credit you come out in the second half there and you pushed on, so well done. There's a few people I have to thank. First and foremost, Onra Hurling Club here for the way they laid on everything today, from the stewards, from the way the ground is, and that's down to the groundsmen, first class. This pitch sees a lot of action, and I have to take my hat off and credit to Tommy and the boys. Brilliant. Well done. So we'll give a wee round of applause there, boys, for the boys. Secondly, our officials today, Fergal was refereeing, Mark and John were on the line, and the 4 umpires, credit to them. They let the game flow. No controversy, thank God, but played really well. I thought they did well as officials. We'll give a round of applause there for the officials. So, I'm going to ask, is it Sean? He's here. Good man, Sean. Sean, on behalf of the county board, well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Sean. Sean, we're going to get you to say a few words, if that's okay. Sorry about it, yeah.
First of all, I'd like to thank the hurling field for the pitch and the referees as well. And a round of applause is deserved for Donaghmore for the hard-fought match, so a round of applause for them. Most importantly, I'd like to thank Connor, JD, Chris, John and all of the staff behind it, because the hard work was paid off and we showed that there tonight. Conan Davlin ran every mile around Ardboe and you could see that there as well. So I'd like to thank everyone again. The hard work paid off and that's why we're county champions. Thank you very much.
Connor, congratulations. Listen, The last day I spoke to you was after the match in English, and I thought that was a great game. I wouldn't see it like it again, but that surpassed. That was an incredible game of football.
It was no lie. There was basically end-to-end stuff there from both teams there. To be honest, Donaghmore was as good as we were there. Could have went anywhere to finish up. It was probably just a goal fest. Probably if anybody was watching TV there thinking this is a spectacle of football of both forward lines going at it. Even the referee said there, Fergal said it was a very clean game, which it was. You know, some hard hits, but it's all part of big time football at under 16 in a league final you expect. But as I say, it takes two good teams, Noel, to make a good match. So it does.
And good matches and finals don't often come along, but this one really was. It had everything. It had tremendous defensive play, fantastic high fielding in the middle of the field, quality scores at both ends, and the fact that neither team let up. It was just we actually were wondering where they're going to run on this team, but they didn't. And it tells you a lot about the young fellas. Well,
that's it really. You know, the pace, the intensity of the whole game was from end to end, as you say. The big thing, basically, as you said there, Noel, is basic skills, which is the thing we work on the club in a big way: kicking, catching the ball, toe to hand in the ball, fist passing, and doing basically the skills correctly, which I think a lot of teams probably are not doing it, and we've been working at it last 6 or 7 years, and hopefully we can keep bringing it forward into the next stage of football.
You mentioned basic skill, hugely important, but also there's a sense of abandon. I mean, the number